Firefighter Wiseman with the Athens Fire Department, and today we'll be going over part 2 of 3 of how to pass our PAT test. We'll be going over sections 3 through 8.
As you can see in this picture, here is the hydrant that you'll be using for the connections event. Here is the dummy that you'll be using for the body carry event. Here's the 5-inch hose that you'll be using for the hose roll event. And here is a 50-foot section of 2.5-inch hose that you'll be using for the beam walk event, pictured next. Here are the beams that you'll be walking across in the beam walk event. Here you'll see the firefighter begin the third part of our PAT test. For this part, you'll have to complete stations 3, 4, and 5. You will have 2 minutes to complete all 3 of these stations. For the first part of these, you'll be completing station 3, the hose roll event. Here you'll see the firefighter unroll a 50-foot section of 5-inch, run back to the beginning, and then roll the 50-foot section of 5-inch back up. You'll pick it up, and then without dropping it or throwing it down, carry it all the way back to the starting point, place it down, and you'll move on to the second event. The second event is a beam walk event. You'll carry a 50-foot section of 2.5-inch hose across some beams. You are not allowed to touch the ground during this event. If you do slip off and fall one time is allowed, and you will have to start over from the beginning of the course. Then the firefighter moves on to the body carry event, where you will pick up a 175-pound dummy and drag it 50 feet around a cone and 50 feet back to the starting point. Once again, you have 2 minutes to complete all 3 of these events. It's crucial for this part here that you keep the dummy off of the ground as much as possible in order to reduce the friction. In this next clip, we'll show you the best way to pick up the dummy. So you're going to want to throw it forward, throw your arms up underneath his arms, interlock your wrists like that, and pull backwards. Next, we'll move on to the fourth part of our PAT test. You will have 3 events to complete, station 6, 7, and 8, and you'll have 2 minutes to complete these events. Here you'll see the firefighter start by grabbing the exhaust fan, carrying it to the door by the hooks, placing it on the door hanger, taking a step back, grabbing it by the hooks, and taking it back to the starting point and placing it down on the ground. Then the firefighter moves on to the connections event. For the connections event, you will remove all 3 caps off of the hydrant, and then you will attach a hydrant adapter to the front, and then you will attach a reducer to the side and a cap to that reducer. Once all 3 fittings are on there, you'll move on to the next event, which is the simulated axe swing. Here it's important to hit the middle of the target and not the top or the bottom or the sides, and to keep it on course. You'll start at a black line and you'll finish at another black line. And then you'll be done with this event. Once again, you'll have 2 minutes to complete this event. Here's a picture of the firefighters hitting the bottom and hitting the top. This will increase friction and decrease the speed at which you move.